News 3, smile. You might make it on New Glarus Candid Camera.
The paint.
If there are any Francis Ford Coppolas in New Glarus, they're sure to be discovered now.
John, the high school there has dusted off its video equipment and hired a professional to teach students how to use it. News 3's Sue McKinney has the story.
Okay, everybody ready? Roll, Dusty.
Students at New Glarus High School are rolling along in a new field of study. They are learning all the lighting and camera work that must be set up before the action is ever called.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
Students have never been offered a course in video production before. In fact, none of the teachers here even knew enough production to teach it. Enter Michael Riano, a Minneapolis filmmaker. Teacher Joyce Peterson convinced the Wisconsin Arts Board to donate money to hire Riano to instruct.
Okay, he'll be rolling, I'll say rolling, he'll hit the button, and then you give it like a count of 1,000, 1,002, 1,003, and then start talking, okay?
The students are shooting their peers in interviews, in school halls. They are making a documentary about their school.
One thing very important I've learned is how to deal with people. Here we're dealing with a group, and you can't always have your own way, and everybody has their own ideas, and you get to learn to cooperate better.
They are learning pride and ambition.
I've been thinking about going to radio broadcasting, but this is getting pretty close to the top of my list.
These 17 students will become video teachers for the rest of the school, and perhaps someday some of these names will read on the credits of famous shows. Who knows? Filmmaker Steven Spielberg was a child the first time he picked up a camera. Sue McKinney, WISC News 3, New Glarus.
Well, if you missed the weather
A
tonight.
report on movie making in motion when we come back. Arithmetic in the 80s, that's according to teachers at New Glarus High School.
And Ken, that's why there's something new on the curriculum. News 3 Sue McKinney reports.
Take some dusty old video equipment, some eager students, and mix them with a professional filmmaker. The result, the first class in video production in New Glarus High School history.
I'll say rolling, he'll hit the button, and then you give it like a count of 1,000, 1,002, 1,003, and then start talking, okay?
Michael Riano was hired for the 3-week course through a Wisconsin Arts Board grant. Teacher Joyce Peterson, who lobbied for money for extra equipment, hopes this means local videos can begin to be produced in the community.
Our community of New Glarus does a lot of things, like they have a Heidi play and they have a Wilhelm Tell play. We'll be able to make better tapes of these productions, and then those people in the community can also edit that stuff into promotional material.
But first, New Glarus students must learn enough that they can teach others.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
In the meantime, they are learning pride and ambition.
I've been thinking about going to radio broadcasting, but this is getting pretty close to the top of my list.
The students are producing a half-hour documentary on their classmates, their school, the first locally produced piece of video to run on New Glarus Community Cable. The first, the students hope, of many. Sue McKinney, WISC News 3, New Glarus.